16, and he was also in the middle for Doncaster's wins over Dewsbury and Barrow, and then narrow 22-20 lost to Sheffield as Doncaster fumble the ball as we get proceedings underway here, but it's gone backwards as Watson Bowis were facing his own try line. Well, results across the Championship last weekend have certainly injected new life into those sides in the playoff race, with Featherstone, York and Batley all winning, gaining ground on those sides above them in the table. And Doncaster, Bradford, as we said, two disappointing performances last weekend. They'll be looking for a response this afternoon. So it's West Yorkshire Radio, West Yorkshire Rugby League. Doncaster moving the ball out of dummy half here now with Joe Loverdoer. Gives it short side to Alex Sutcliffe. The former Leeds Rhino man will play the ball on the lap. Connor Robinson, in career appearance 200, will kick down towards the far stand side. And that is going to be returned there by Tom Holmes, who is crunched and munched. 25 shy of halfway on tackle number one. We've had exactly 60 seconds gone here on West Yorkshire Radio this afternoon. We'll keep you up to date with the 4 games taking place elsewhere. Barrow, Swinton, Dewsbury, Whitehaven, Widnes, Sheffield, York, Batley, as we see Tom Holmes now go out of dummy half, and he will be brought down in a three-man tackle. Connor Robinson and Brad Hay involved in that one. Just shy of halfway there as they go short side now with Fulton. Fulton's 12 inside the Doncaster half on tackle number 4. Referee Marilyn discouraging Doncaster to get back the 10. Early doors here, a lot of enthusiasm on show from both sides as Bradford reach the 5th and last tackle with Bayliss playing the ball. Suter out of dummy half, 30 away, pumps one up towards the corner. Doncaster take that one cleanly on their own line, and they're going to be brought down 5 metres out from their own try line on tackle number 1. Well, there is perhaps a little bit of early concern here for Richard Horn because Alex Sutcliffe is down in back play, so the game might just have to be stopped here. He's looking very, very groggy as Paulie goes on a big, strong, disruptive charge, and referee Manny Link on cue will put whistle to lips, and the game will be halted here as the former Leeds Rhinos Academy man Alex Sutcliffe is just getting up a little bit gingerly here, and he will receive the early medical attention from the Doncaster coaching staff. So just quickly going through the teams for those that are joining us who missed the pre-match build-up. Doncaster make one change, the target in for Wallace, so it's Gustek at full-back, wing free quarter line, Frisco, Lynn, Hay and Farimo. The halves at Bowis and Robinson, the forwards Knowles, Loverdoer, Matagi, Paulie, Sutcliffe and McConnell, and on the interchange bench it's Hall, Myfight, Ferris and Baxter. So the game still postponed here. Stopped momentarily as Alex Sutcliffe is just getting some medical treatment. We've had exactly 2.5 minutes gone. He gets the thumbs up, so he will be able to continue. And Doncaster will play the ball 20 out from their own line with Paulie, the former Parramatta Eels and Newcastle Knights man playing the ball. He scored a try last weekend against Whitehaven in that narrow 28-24 loss for Richard Horn's side. So nearly a bit of a juggle and an error there from Louis McConnell. Another one of the former Leeds Rhinos Academy men who are down here. They're on the last tackle here, so good defence from the Bulls as Bowis kicks down the throat of Tafua, who takes it on his own 30. And Tafua will run a little bit lateral, and he was trying to avoid Paulie there, but Bowis and Paulie come in and wrap up the Australian, as we now see Bradford moving the ball on this right-hand edge. And the blue and amber shirted Doncaster players there wrapping up Max Lehman 5 shy of halfway. Here goes Lilly, drops the ball to Lawrence, tackle 3 for Bradford, up to halfway. We've had 3.5 gone on the clock, no score. Doncaster 0, Bradford 0 as Kevin Appo injects some pace and energy into Bradford's attack in the next 15 metres there. So they're 30 out from the Doncaster line as Lilly looks for runners, finds Doro. Doro penetrates the 30, and Bradford are on the last tackle in good field position here. Samet calls for the ball, gets the ball, comes off the back of Holmes.
All offside, all offside. Kick it down.
Sling over in the corner. And Doncaster do well. They're back in possession, 10 away from their own try line. I said the wing favouring Doncaster in this first half. It's not quite in gale force territory, but it is strong, it is blustery, and it certainly will have an effect on proceedings this afternoon as we see Luke Briscoe, the former Leeds Featherstone man, gets to his feet, plays the ball outside Doncaster's 20-metre line, and Doncaster just getting a little bit of a roll on here now as first Briscoe and now Lee carries Doncaster 10 shy of halfway. Loverdo's in there at dummy half, drop of the shoulder here from Brad Knowles, and the former Halifax Sheffield Featherstone man plays the ball just shy of halfway. It's going to be an early contact from Robinson. That one's going to go down to Holmes. Holmes takes the bounce of the ball kindly, and he's outside his own 20 on tackle one. Bradford back in possession, just shy of 5 gone here. Doncaster 0, Bradford 0. Both sides just a bit of calmness to the play. They're not really playing any high risk stuff, and clearly sticking to the game plan thus far. Jordan Lilly out of dummy half now, goes short to Lehman on this stand side. Lehman, the former Brisbane Tiger man, plays the ball 5 shy of halfway. Suter to Apo. Apo, another good 10 metres made there from the PNG International. 5 inside the Doncaster half. Suter to Lilly, misses out Doro, goes himself, misses out Bayliss, finds Samet. Samet to Holmes. Holmes over on that right-hand side, wrapped up there by Robinson and Hay. Good sliding defence there from Doncaster on the last tackle. Back to the 40-metre line with Samet. High, hanging, spiralling ball. And Doro's knocked the ball forward, I do believe here. Ball goes dead. Tap on the 20. A crucial 6-tackle set here coming up for Doncaster.
In the middle,
Watson remains Doncaster 0, Bradford 0. 6 minutes gone exactly here. So 0 tackle coming up here, and it will be Beretta 0. Parramatta, Hull FC, Castleford man, 34 years of age. And Bradford concede the first penalty of the afternoon, and that was because, to be fair to Matty Lynn, he could have got Samet, Fulton, Suter, Ockenbaugh. There was a number of white-shirted Bradford players who were guilty of being offside in the 10, and Connor Robinson will put boot to ball, and he will take Doncaster for the first time in this game into the Bradford half of the field. So that will be an area that Eamon O'Carroll will be looking, is not an issue this afternoon. Certainly Bradford only conceded 4 penalties against Featherstone last week, but the issue was those 14 errors and that 51% completion rate. So here come Doncaster on the attack with Louis McConnell. Tackle 2, 30 away from the Bradford try line, centre field position. Former Hull FC man Joe Loverdua is in there at dummy half. Watson Boas struggles with the ball, and he's immediately clattered there by Bayliss and Suter. And he's getting up a little bit gingerly here is the PNG International. Watson Boas gets to his feet though, but he'll get the play of the ball in, and now here go Doncaster over on that left-hand side. There's a schmozzle with players clattering each other there off the ball. The officials say it's all fair and okay and clear the action to continue as Robinson finds Boas. Boas to Lynn. Reece Lynn just has a little bit of a look at Apple and Tafua, who were coming into his vision, and he has come up with Doncaster's first error of the afternoon. So it remains Doncaster 0, Bradford 0. 7 minutes gone on the clock this afternoon on West Yorkshire Radio. Also syndicated coverage as always for those that watch the game back on YouTube and TV.
10 seconds!
So rare luxury for Eamon O'Carroll this afternoon, able to name the same team for only the first time this season. Will that bring a reaction? Will that bring 2 crucial championship points? There's a lot to talk about this weekend in the championship at half-time. But early doors here, still scores. Apple's playing the ball, tackle 2, 15 shy halfway. Centre field now with Lawrence to Bayliss. Bayliss has gone without the ball. Knock on against Bradford, and that was Alex Sutcliffe there, who went straight into the Australian, the Scottish international, and he lifted him and then put him back on the floor. It was a good tackling technique there, and Bradford have come up with their first error of the afternoon. The large crowd in attendance here, the home supporters showing their appreciation. That tackle from young Alex there on Logan Bayliss. So scrum head and field here
look in there, Mitch. Mitch, you need to be tighter.
10 metres inside the Bradford Bulls half of the field as the ball now moves from Watson Bowers to Reece Lynn. Lynn wrapped up there by Lehman, Appo to Fua. Energetic Bradford defenders there as the former Hull FC man gets to his feet. He'll play the ball. Bowers dummy half. Lovadua wrapped up by Lawrence and Dorrow. Tackle 2. 30 away from the Bradford post. Bradford try line. Centre field position here as Louis McConnell now goes on a charge down the middle, but he's not getting past the two Australians, Suter and Bayliss, and he's 25 away on tackle 3. Going to go straight down the middle with Matagi along the line now towards Paulie on a right-angled run, and he's 10 metres out now. It's Paulie as he'll get to his feet, and he'll play the ball on tackle number 4. One remaining for Doncaster as Joe Lovadua gives it back to Paulie. Draws in the defence, finds Watson Bowers. Watson Bowers knocks the ball on 2 metres out from the Bradford line. It's another Doncaster error, and that was great defensive play there from Mitch Suter, Logan Bayliss. They stood tall, and you can hear the Bradford supporters, the large travelling contingent in that south stand, showing their appreciation for Bradford's defensive efforts on that tackle play. Well, you just kind of saw it open up a little bit there for Paulie, and there was always the danger of him drawing in that goal line defence and
10 seconds.
the support which he did, but Watson Bowers just not able to take the ball in. The former P&G Hunters man. Just a little bit older than Kevin Appo, so they didn't both play together at the Hunters, but I'm sure they certainly know of each other and will, come the conclusion of this match, have a very good catch-up as we see Fulton get a quick play of the ball in. Suter out of dummy half, wins a penalty because Doncaster now have a number of players offside inside the 10. Connor Robinson, one of those, so too Brad Knowles, and it's a penalty 10 shy of halfway to the Bradford Bulls. Well, as we said, Matty Lynn, the referee, 21 years of age from Yarm, his third Bradford game of 2024. He previously officiated the Whitehaven and York game, which were both wins for the Bulls, and as we said, he's in his third game for Doncaster this season. His last game for Doncaster was their narrow defeat away to Sheffield, and had Connor Robinson had the goal-kicking boots on, it potentially could have been a 22-all draw, but here goes the now on the attack. In the 30, offloads the ball to Bayliss. Bayliss is 10 away now from Doncaster's try line. The right on top now, and Bradford looking to open the scoring after Doncaster in discipline. Samet towards Appo. Appo's gone without the ball. Reece Lynn and Paulie and Watson Bowers have come in there, and the ball's just come out of Appo's arm, so that'll be a 0 tackle play. So Bradford up to error number 3 of the afternoon. We've had 12 minutes gone on the clock here. It's still Doncaster 0, Bradford 0. A real tight, tense, cagey affair with a lot on the line for both sides. Both sides obviously looking to win ways and show a reaction after what both coaches described as self-inflicted poor performances, where Richard Horne and Eamon O'Carroll felt both sides went away from the game plan. Brad Hayes playing the ball on halfway. Robinson in there at dummy half. There goes Watson Bowers now to Josh Gulsdeck. He's not had much possession, Josh Gulsdeck, and the former Hulkinston Rovers, and Dewsbury man puts a feigned on, but he can't get past Bayliss and Fulton. He'll play the ball on halfway though. Lovadua around a dummy half. Here goes Matagi. Offloads the ball on the inside, and Lovadua's away. Lovadoua through the heart and soul of the Bulls' defence, but he's lost the ball. Try-saving tackle there from Tom Holmes. Holmes picks it up. Holmes goes over on the far stand side. He's now wrapped up in a clattering tackle, and it's the 0 tackle now for the Bradford Bulls as Jaden Myers, his first real carry of the afternoon. Tackle 1, Bradford. 30 out from their own try line as they move the ball in centre field now to Lilly. Lilly goes out wide towards Tafua. Tafua's wrapped up in a hungry three-man tackle. He'll play the ball, standing start. Suter now to Lilly, to Lehman. Lehman's 5 shy of halfway on tackle number 3. Lynn and Paulie bringing down the Australian. Jordan Lilly drops the shoulder, goes straight into Lynn and Paulie. Also Joe Lovadua coming involved in that tackle. And we're now on halfway. The Bradford Bulls, it's still scoreless, 0-0. Ball goes back towards Jared Samet, put under pressure by Watson Bowers. Good kick there from Jared Samet. Turns around Doncaster. They will have play the ball inside their own 20-metre line. And on West Yorkshire Radio TV, Mick the Game Caller Gleddle this afternoon in South Yorkshire. We've got very grey, ugly, overcast skies. Thankfully dry, but it is a very, very chilly, blustery afternoon. It's Doncaster 0, Bradford 0. So Doncaster, they'll play the ball here with the target. Sutcliffe, tackle 1. Wrapped up there by Bayliss and Doro. Out of dummy half from Lovadua to Hay. Hayes wrapped up there by Samet and Myers. The 12 shy of halfway here on tackle number 2. Back in centre field with Robinson. Robinson now moves the ball towards Paulie, and Paulie's away. Draws into Fua. Ball goes towards Lynn. It's come off the bootlaces, say the official. So play on is the call, and he's wrapped up 5 shy of halfway on tackle number 3. Briscoe goes in there at dummy half. Centre field to McConnell, who just can't take the ball in. Lawrence has picked it up on the free play. Lawrence won't go over the advantage. Referee Manny Lynn has got a late call from the touch judge. First knock on against Doncaster. Bradford will have head and feed at the scrum, just inside the Doncaster half of the field. And when we mentioned a bit of calmness, but there's also a little bit of caginess to both sides' play, certainly as we reach the final 6 rounds of the championship season. A lot at stake for both Doncaster and
10 seconds.
certainly
10
Bradford.
seconds, head in guys, come on.
High aspirations of a top 4 finish, potentially second or third for grabs. Bradford can navigate this tough fixture here in South Yorkshire. From the scrum then, Lilly to Holmes, out to Ockenbaugh. Ockenbaugh heading towards touch, but puts the handbrake on, and the former Canterbury Bulldog man gets a quick play the ball in. Here goes Myers inside the Doncaster 20-metre line. We've had 15 minutes gone on the clock. Doncaster 0, Bradford 0. Bradford now. 3 tackles inside Doncaster's 20-metre line as Lilly links with Samet. Samet to Holmes, to Lehman. Lehman wrapped up by Lynn and Paulie, the 5 away from the Doncaster try line. 5 metres in from touch. Apo goes straight out of dummy half. He's twisting, turning. Tackle not complete, say the officials. Apo goes close to scoring what would have been try number 8 of the season. He'll play the ball on top of the Doncaster line. Now they're going to go in centre field with Samet to Doro, to Suter, to Lilly, and a big crunching tackle there on Jordan Lilly. Well, welcome Jordan Lilly to South Yorkshire, but Jordan Lilly just gets up, and Samet's going to kick early on tackle 4 towards Ockenbaugh, and Ockenbaugh scores! Try to Bradford, but the cheers will be short-lived because Jaden Ockenbaugh has been penalised for being offside inside the 10. The try will not stand. It was a clever, quick play. The crowd were all mesmerised by the big hit there on Jordan Lilly. It was Beretta Farimio who come in and literally just clattered Jordan Lilly, ball and all. It was perfectly timed, perfectly legal. And then on tackle 4, Samet from a centre field position, crossfield kick to Ockenbaugh. Ockenbaugh fought it to open the scoring, as did the large travelling contingent from Odsal, but the try disallowed. It is a penalty to Doncaster. Bradford offside on the kick chase, say the officials. So Doncaster now 10 metres shy of halfway, as we now see Matarget brought down in a 2-man tackle there by Lawrence and Fulton. Lovadua out of dummy half to Boas, and Watson Boas goes past Ward, can't get past Suter and Bayliss, and the Scottish international Logan Bayliss puts his full body into that tackle. The PNG international Watson Boas gets up a little bit groggy and gingerly there as Louis McConnell goes down the middle. Bradford defending inside their own 20. Doncaster on the Bradford 30. Last tackle. Boas, high-hanging kick for Holmes to contest. Reece Lynn has got it, palms it back, but it's into the hands of Michael Lawrence, who had all the time in the world there to just watch that ball just roll in front of him and dive on it and recover possession for Bradford. But what we do know is in the opening 17.5 minutes, this is a game that is going potentially the distance. Points at a premium thus far as we head towards the end of the first quarter. As Myers now comes up with an error. Well, Jaden Myers there.
Thank you.
He wasn't looking at who was passing the ball. He was having a quick glance at Louis McConnell and Joe Lovadua, who were coming into close proximity. So it'll be a fourth error of the afternoon. Bradford have come up with this error inside their own half, and now they're going to have to put a big, strong defensive set in here. They against Featherstone last week, and 51% completion
10
rate.
seconds.
10 seconds. Said just 2 wins and 6 points from a possible 14 in Bradford's last 7 games. And Eamon O'Carroll's message is to just stop the self-inflicted defeats and certainly play with that intent and momentum. So here comes Doncaster now with Riesling tackle 1. Luke Briscoe out of dummy half. Caught on the shoulder by Doro and Bayliss. 20 away in front of the Bradford post. 18.5 gone, and they've lost the ball here as Luke Briscoe. Aribi Doro just did enough there to upset the former Leeds Wakefield and Featherstone man. And he's got the ball called, and that's Doncaster's fourth error of the afternoon. So real tense, sort of cagey opening here. Well, Eamon O'Carroll admits that the Bulls are simply killing themselves in the Championship playoff. Another failure story, throwing away that 20 lead with minutes left on the clock. And not for the first time in 2025, Eamon O'Carroll forced into difficult conversations with those players who he feels let themselves and let the team down by lowering their standards. What we will say about Eamon O'Carroll is he clearly cares and he's doing his best to help his inconsistent side. Michael Lawrence plays the ball 10 shy of halfway. Suitor dummy half now to Bayliss. Bayliss takes 3 defenders out of the defensive line. The space. Suitor spotted the space. Goes short side now to Fulton. Fulton makes 12 metres on that run. And Bradford knocking on that Doncaster door here in centre field as Lawrence now gives the ball to Lilly. Appo nearly breaks clear. He just ran through Bradley Knowles there, did Kevin Appo. Bradford just outside the Doncaster 20 on the last. Lilly kicks into the ring, goes high. Briscoe takes that one under pressure from Tafua. And Lehman and Holmes and Luke Briscoe has landed a little bit uncomfortable there. And referee Manny Lane is going to stop the clock. And that will be a chance for both sides with exactly 20 minutes gone on the clock here this afternoon to take on some fluids. So he gets the thumbs up, does Luke Briscoe. A great servant to this wonderful sport we call rugby league. We've not seen any interchanges yet from either side as we see Harvey Makin, Franklin Pelly, John Davis all warming up on the touchline, getting ready. But if you want to turn over possession, Bradford turnover possession there, 5 away from the Doncaster line. So Doncaster now moving the ball up to their own 20-metre line. Lady scores. It's Finsbury 0, Whitehaven 4, Halifax 0, Wakefield 12, Widnes leading Sheffield Eagles by 10 points to 0. And it is York 12, Batley 6, and Barrow leading Swinton 10 points to 6. 0-0 here, so this is the only game this afternoon that has yet to see any points as Doncaster reach halfway, but they've exhausted their 5 tackles. They're on the last. Watson bowls high, hanging kick, which has caught the wing. Tafua takes that one. Kickers through. Tafua will try and plot a course in centre field after a natural run.
Stand up, George.
And a former Manly senior man there.
You good now?
Good take under a lot of pressure as we see Logan Bayliss leave the field for young Harvey Makin, the 20-year-old Wigan Warriors prop forward who will remain at the Bradford Bulls for the remainder of the season. So first change of the afternoon, Logan Bayliss off, Harvey Makin on. Bradford up to halfway here with Suter, and now it's going to be Michael Lawrence on tackle 4, will tackle remaining for Eamon O'Carroll's side. Suter down the middle here to Harvey Makin, and Makin with an instant impact, taking on Paulie, makes 15 metres forward. Bradford just outside the Doncaster 20 on the last with Samet, who kicks once again towards the corner, looking to find Okinbaugh, who palms the ball backwards. Samet's got possession, kicks towards the corner, but Doncaster do well. Beretta for him does well, just puts his body on the line, and all that experience there playing on the wing this afternoon, Beretta Furimo. He was alert to what Jared Samet was doing there as he was looking to delve into the box of tricks and try to sprinkle some creative brilliance on proceeding. Scoreboard remains Doncaster 0, Bradford 0. 22 gone on the clock here, 18 to go to half-time. If you just joined us, a real tight, tense opening here. Jaden Hockenball did have a try disallowed, but he was offside inside the 10 on the kick chase. So the scoreboard 0-0, and I think that's a very fair reflection of both sides' efforts here. As we see Franklin Pelly warm up, he's about to come on the challenge. David Dorrow has chased the ball down on the last tackle for Doncaster, so that will strike the slate clean. And here comes Doncaster now. They're on the 0 tackle, on halfway. Riesling goes scurrying out a dummy half, makes 15 metres forward. Doncaster are going to be around 10 away from the Bradford line on the last, you feel, here as Matagi now goes down past Apple and Lawrence. Quick play the ball, Loverdua to Boas, Boas to Robinson to Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe twisted, turned and done 15 away from that Bradford try line. And we're about to see the first points of the afternoon here on West Yorkshire Radio. Doncaster 0, Bradford 0. 23 minutes gone on the clock, and the 5 away from the Bulls line on tackle 4. Loverdua to Robinson to Guzdeck, and Guzdeck's wrapped up there over on the far stand side by Hockenball. They're on the last tackle, 5 away from the Bulls line. As Robinson tries across the field, finds Briscoe to Paulie out wide to Briscoe. Briscoe's in at the corner. He was onside. It was lovely play there from Luke Briscoe. He took Robinson's crossfield kick, palmed it to Paulie. Paulie went towards the Bulls line. He drew in Apple, Holmes and Lehman, and then somehow Paulie with a try assist got the ball out wide, and Luke Briscoe opens the scoring here. 24 gone on the clock. It's a try right in this main stand corner, and that has come off the back of a bit of luck for Doncaster with that charge down by Aribi Doro, which gives them the set restart and a clean set of 6 inside the Bradford half of the field. So Briscoe, 2 tries last weekend against Whitehaven. He's got 3 and 2 now.
You'll get there, mate.
And at long last, we've seen some points here this afternoon.
Come on, Connor.
In line with it,
and that will certainly help Doncaster and their confidence here this afternoon. They've certainly fronted up and muscled up.
Yeah. We've got some mates over there, Nick.
And it's Connor Robinson in what is going to be game number 200 for him. He will attempt the conversion attempt right on this main stand touchline. Kick predictor this afternoon with the wind is at 61%. He was 4 from 4 last week against Whitehaven, but this time he's pushed it across the right hand side of the post. And on West Yorkshire Radio, Bulls TV this afternoon, it remains Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. Real good intensity to this one. 2 sides looking to return to winning ways after what happened last weekend with those poor performances against Whitehaven and Featherstone respectively.
Time off. Which way, Jared?
Franklin Pelly just coming on here for Eamon O'Carroll's side.
No, mate, no.
But it was great support play
Stay
from
outside,
Franklin Pelly.
guys.
From Paulie, apologies.
Time you run, George.
Robinson just wide with that conversion attempt, a valiant effort, but we've had 25 minutes gone here on West Yorkshire Radio, Bulls TV. Luke Briscoe opening the score in the 24th minute. Robinson's crossfield kick.
Come on, Kev, square it.
Back in field to Paulie, 10 metres out, went straight to the line, drew in the defence and floated the ball back on the outside to Luke Briscoe, who walked in at the corner, crossed on the pause. So, back underway here for those joining us this afternoon. Doncaster with an early 4-0 lead midway through this first half. So, they've opened the scoring as we now see Matagi getting to his feet and playing the ball. Guzdeck goes out of dummy half, he's on tackle 4, 5 inside the Bradford half as we now see Richard Vaughan ring the changes as Lewis Baxter, the former St Helens Academy man, gets to his feet and plays the ball on what is now the last. Connor Robinson drills the ball past Myers, past Ockenbaugh, and Bradford will have a play the ball 10 metres out from their own line in front of their travelling supporters here at the Eco Power Arena. So, Doncaster 4, Bradford 0.
Franklin,
Said
on the line, mate.
Message from Eamon O'Carroll this week is to reiterate that with 6 games to go, there's an opportunity to produce and do something special as a playing group, and now is the time to take a long, hard look at themselves and change that mentality. The hard work to the playoff starts this afternoon, and you know, Eamon O'Carroll this week has been keen to take the pressure off his players, with all the focus and pressure being on him and off the players. Bradford trailing by 4-0 here early doors, as Pelly now will get to his feet. He'll play the ball on halfway. Lilly now towards Appo. Appo's going to be 5-10 inside the Doncaster half. 40 metres away here now is Kevin Appo. On tackle 4, Suda out a dummy half to Lilly. Lilly now finds Doro. Doro through the middle, finds us a ball on the inside from Lilly. Lilly's passed the ball though to a Doncaster man. Suter was in support on the inside, but Jordan Lilly there, not quite sure who it was for Doncaster who's picked the pocket. In fact, it's Lewis Baxter, the Lee Leopards loanee here. Left St Helens for Lee at the end of last season, on a season-long loan here, and he's just come up with a very big play there as Lewis Baxter, because Lilly was looking to send Suter directly underneath the post. As it is, it remains Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. In a very blustery Eco Power cauldron, as we now see Brett Ferris, 38 years of age. He had 39 appearances for Bradford back in 2005 and 2006. Looks like he's been playing the game an eternity. As Doncaster reach the last tackle, it's a straightforward kick from Connor Robinson down the throat of Holmes. Holmes, though, doesn't quite fancy taking the tackle, so he'll float the ball on the outside to Ockenbaugh. And Ockenbaugh now is just going to struggle to stay in field, but he does. And that's the effort and commitment you've just seen there from this Doncaster side. There was 3 or 4 of them trying to take all 6 foot 5 inches of Jaden Ockenbaugh into touch over on the far stand side, but it does remain Doncaster 4, Bradford 0 now, as Franklin Pelly gives the ball to Suter. Suter's now lost the ball. Bradford just going away from the game plan. You feel don't really need to be forcing the balls like that. It's still a tight scoreboard. Doncaster 4, Bradford 0, 30 gone, 10 to go to half time. So we've just seen a couple of changes there made by Eamon O'Carroll, with Aribi Doro, Michael Lawrence and Logan Bayliss leaving the field. So we've seen Harvey Makin come on the field, and John Davis has just joined the attack, and he will bang in the scrum with Franklin Pelly, who was also Bradford's third interchange in this first half. So Doncaster just inside the Bradford half, full set of 6. They can double up their advantage here. That would give them a real good standing point in that second half. Harvey Makin called offside by the Yarm official, Mary Lynn, so he can't be involved in that tackle, so that allows Suter and Lilly to bring down Ferris 30 metres out from the Bradford try line, as Matagi now meets Makin and Davis. 20 away, 2 tackles remaining on this set for Doncaster. Bradford up to error number 5 of the afternoon, as Ferris now gives it to Baxter. Baxter dumped on his backside there. Good defence there from Franklin Pelly. Tackle 4, 1 left here for Doncaster. As Watson Bowers finds Paulie to Lee, to Briscoe. Briscoe towards the corner, steps past Lehman, steps past Appo. Appo comes in, and it's going to be a penalty to Doncaster. We've had a low penalty count, but referee Marilyn will say that a Bradford player has taken out Reece Lee in back play. The clock will be stopped. Nick Bennett's the touch judge. He comes in and he just says penalty sufficient, and Reece Lee is down on his haunches, receiving medical treatment. So scoreboard says Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. 31 minutes gone on the clock. The clock stopped again in this first half, and he's just been spoken to here as George Tafua, who is adjudged to have gone in late and taken out Reece Lee. So Doncaster leading the penalty count by 3 penalties to 1.
It's a quick pass, fast hands.
Well, we'll give you an update on the ladies' scores in the championship.
Collar.
As we said,
Collar.
we've got
You're rolling.
Widnes currently leading
Touch George's
Sheffield, York
Just tap,
leading
wait for me.
Batley, Wakefield.
Collar. Hey, what's in your marks there on the 20?
12
We'll use the line.
against
We'll use the line.
Halifax,
Wait for him, mate.
We'll use the line here.
Whitehaven,
Are you good?
and Barrow.
Yeah, we're good.
Just
Kevin.
a smidgen
On
in
you.
front
Cheers, mate.
ahead of
What's
Dewsbury
in?
and Swinton
What's
this
in?
afternoon.
Let's go, mate. Telecom.
So, only
Tap
the
the ball,
third
go.
penalty that Doncaster have received, and the fourth of the game is going to put Bradford under a lot of pressure
John
here.
back. Hold.
George Tafua
Hold.
taking Reece Lynn out. He
Hold.
remains on the field.
Go on.
Penalty
Have it,
sufficient
we've
was
gotta
the
be
call from the
quicker.
officials, and here goes Watson Bower straight down the middle,
Kevin,
wrapped up
line.
there by
Hold.
Davis
Hold.
and Apo and Bradford. They're having
Just
to
watch John Davis
put a bit
on
of
the
energy
leg.
here in
Yeah, I
defence
got you.
as we see
Yeah.
Baxter wrapped up and
Stay
rolled
on
over
top,
by
back,
Davis. The Bull supporters
Hold.
beating the drum and
Stand up.
cheering every tackle.
Go. John,
Doncaster
get on
4,
the ropes.
Bradford 0. Matagi now to Boas.
Kept over the ball.
Boas
3,
wrapped up by
4.
Lehman and Apo.
Hold.
2 left
Hold.
here for
Hold.
Richard Horn's
Hold.
side. Crucial
Wait.
passage
Go
of play
for.
at the end of this first half as we see an
Still
opening
for.
here for
Okay,
McConnell.
still for.
McConnell to Matagi.
Still for.
Now to Baxter. Baxter though, if he passes the ball
Okay,
out, which he
for.
somehow manages to do, to Connor Robinson. Danger here for the Bulls. Robinson to Boas. Now to Lynn. Lynn towards the line. Can he get the
5.
ball down under the
Good
nose of the
time.
referee?
Right, hold.
No, he can't.
Hold.
Last grasp, desperate
Hold.
defence here from Tom Holmes and the Bulls.
5.
McConnell out of dummy half to Robinson. Robinson
Oh,
cross-field
okay.
kick targets Tafua.
It's okay.
Tafua does well, and here goes Tafua into Paulie and Briscoe.
Hold. Hold.
And that was a crucial defensive
on.
set there
Gotta
from
be
Eamon
quicker.
O'Carroll's
Big hole
side.
on this next
And
one.
now,
2.
with both sides
Back,
looking a little bit
Let's go.
fatigued as we head towards the half-time hooter.
Cheers,
It's
Joe.
a very,
No
very
worries, mate.
slow
Take
set
it,
of
Joe.
6 in
All right,
possession
all right.
for Bradford as Ockenbaugh
3.
is rolled
Off
over
the
on his
ball,
own
Alex,
20-metre
don't
line on
adjust.
tackle number
Hold.
3.
Go first.
Suitor dummy half here towards Holmes on that right-hand hedge. He's wrapped up by Ferris and here, of course, the former Batley and York man.
Go 4.
So Bradford still inside their own 30-metre line here.
Four.
As Samet to Davis to
Four.
Lily.
Okay, so
Lily
4.
floats it out wide towards Lehman.
4.
Lehman though's gone straight into Boas and Lynn, and
5.
McConnell will come across as the
McConnell!
third Doncaster
Oh.
defender, and they've made it
Go
10
5.
shy of halfway
Reece,
on
get
the
over
last.
there.
Apple's at dummy half,
Oh,
goes
okay.
back to
Harry
Lily.
John.
Lily puts
Kevin.
boot to ball,
Suits
and that
has
will be
gone,
taken
Suits has
by
gone.
Beretta
Okay,
Ferrimo
okay, now.
on his own 10-metre line. He's up to the 20, up to the 30, wrapped up on the 40
Hold.
here by
Hold.
Davis, who's gone down
Go
here. He's
on.
holding the head. There's been a clash of heads there as John Davis has to go back into that
That
defensive
way.
line,
Right.
but he's going to
Two.
say he's okay to continue as the play continues here with Doncaster
Go,
now
two.
playing the ball on halfway.
James, good.
Brad Hay goes straight out of dummy half,
Three.
next 15
Back,
metres
Lynn.
inside
Back
the
to me,
Bradford
back.
half
Get
here,
squared
just
away.
shy of the 30-metre
Go.
line. Ferris goes dummy half now to
3.
Robinson. Robinson
that's
to
okay.
Matagi, and
4.
former Castleford man
John
rolled over
Harvey.
20
Wait,
metres out
Franklin,
in
hold.
front of the Bradford
Hold.
post. Centre field
Hold,
position
go,
for
4.
Doncaster once again. McConnell goes to Ferris,
Clear, 4.
draws in
Okay.
Perry,
They're onside,
offloads
kick
the
us
ball to
through.
Robinson, who
Through,
kicks
yeah.
early on tackle
Good.
4, but Ockenbaugh was alert to the danger, and here goes Jaden Ockenbaugh, puts the fend on Connor Robinson, still going, but he can't get past Paulie, who's caught Jaden Ockenbaugh there on the shoulder, and now Tafua looks to break clear, and he's made some good metres there as George Tafua. He's 20 metres shy of halfway. Lily's out of dummy half. Now it's going to go to Suitor, and Nick Suitor's wrapped up. 15 shy of halfway here. What can Samet do? Short ball out of dummy half to Pele, and Franklin Pele is still going. Finds Suitor. Suitor's away. Suitor's wrapped up in a last-ditch tackle there from Luke Briscoe, and Bradford now 20 metres out with one tackle left. It's Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. Makins in at dummy half, gives it to Holmes, to Lily. Lily kicks through. Kick chase from Lehman. Ball's come off. Apo has grounded it short. Referee Manny Ling says knock on against Doncaster Bradford ball. So Lily's kick there, the invention on tackle 4, trying to turn around Reece Lynn and Luke Briscoe. Has seen Doncaster come up with error number 6 of this first half. And we
Tell,
have
got a man down,
2.5 minutes left at the end of this first half, where it is absolutely tight as a drum. It is Doncaster 4, Bradford Bulls 0. But Bradford will have a crucial set of 6 here with the hooter imminent. Well, West Yorkshire Radio once again bringing you another thrilling game from the Betfred Championship this afternoon. Doncaster 4, that try to Luke Briscoe after 24 minutes. Bradford Bulls 0. But a crucial set here, 10 away in front of the post. Ball's taken out by Suter to Lilly. Lilly to Holmes. Holmes into that Doncaster line. He's caught high according to the officials. Well, he's actually saying offside here, is Marilyn. Do you even consider going for 2 points here?
No, he can't stop it. It's a
Eamon O'Carroll will want to keep the pressure on. So 3 penalties to 2. Bradford's second penalty of the afternoon. Doncaster encroaching inside the 10 is the call. We literally have seconds left at the end of this first half. Davis tackle 1, 8 away, centre field. Suter to Pele. Pele can't get past 300 Doncaster defender. He's wrapped up for a small gain of 2 metres. The 5 away underneath the post. Suter to Lilly. Lilly over the top here to Lehman. Lehman's going to be wrapped up by Lynn and Boas, and Bradford are 2 metres away from that try line. As we just see 30 seconds left on the clock, as Lehman now finds Lilly. Lilly to Davis. Davis wrapped up to the left-hand side of the post. Suter will go in there and act in half. It's come off the bootlaces, so play on, and Apple's wrapped up now, and that'll be the last tackle. Suter tries to go over from dummy half, but Doncaster are offside, so it's a set restart. The first of the game. Apple's in there at dummy half. Bradford showing a bit of urgency with seconds left on the clock as Fulton tries to get the ball down, but he's offloaded the ball behind him, and Lilly was trying in vain to get there. But in the end, Paulie was quickest, and he picked possession there for Doncaster. And with seconds to go at the end of this first half, Bradford just showed a little bit of panic there. They didn't really need that panic. It was a bit of a scatterbrain move. And as you can see, we play continuing. We do know that the clock here on the screen and the scoreboard is not the official time. It's just a gauge, as Brett Ferris now is wrapped up 15 shy of halfway. So late on in this first half, Bradford having 2 sets of 6 on that Doncaster line, coming up with the error. And now Doncaster are on the last tackle, on halfway with Riesling. And the kick's going to come in from Paulie. He scuffed it. But somehow, Louis McConnell has got it, and he's offloaded the ball off the floor, tackle completed. Watson Boas is herring towards the Bradford post for a try. The boos and jeers now from the Doncaster supporters, and I think Marilyn has got that one spot on, because Louis McConnell, his momentum was stopped on the floor after he passed the ball. And the crazy thing about that possession is Bradford might have been, as we were, looking at the scoreboard, which was counting down, and it says we are at 40, so we're now into the hands of the timekeepers. So Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. Bradford will have a full set of 6 inside the Doncaster half, as Sammett's just thrown a forward pass to John Davis. Oh, the referee was about to give it, but I think the touch judge has said it was okay, so George Tafuan now will be wrapped up there by Riesling. The 35 away from the Doncaster line. Suter dummy half to Franklin Pelly to Makin. Big collision between him, Baxter, McConnell and Sutcliffe. And Bradford just 25 out from the Doncaster try line in centre field. Suter dummy half now short to Pelly. Pelly draws in the line to Lilly, to Tafua. Tafua's going to be rolled over by Boas and Briscoe. And they're on the last tackle, Bradford. 2 metres in front touch on this main stand side. It's the last tackle. Crossfield kick from Lilly, looking for Fulton and Myers. But that one's taken in goal by Connor Robinson. And the former Yorkman wants to get a quick tap on the 20, which he does. And here goes Luke Briscoe, immediately herring away into centre field before he meets Makin, Myers and Suter. So he'll play the ball on a fresh set of 6 here for the South Yorkshire side. If you just joined us, it's real tight and tense here. A few opportunities for both sides as the hooter sounds. with Brad Hay carrying Doncaster a couple of metres inside the Doncaster half of the field. Plenty of food for thought for Eamon O'Carroll and Brian Noble as they leave their lofty journey down the M1 this afternoon, beating the drums. They've let the balloons midging after 4 o'clock. The championship round 21. It's Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. As Bradford just misjudged the bounce of the ball on the restart, but Harvey Makin is there in the in-goal area to spare Mitch Suter's blushes. So, Makin tackle 1, Suter dummy half, Tafua tackle 2, immediately dumped in a three-man tackle. He's 20 metres out from his own try line as Suter now goes down the middle here with Franklin Pelly. 15 metres made there by Franklin Pelly on a big, strong, destructive run, as now it goes on the outside towards Fulton. Fulton back on the inside now to Pelly, to Davis. Davis wrapped up there by Ferris. Also involved in that tackle was Matage, as we now see Harvey Makin on his second carry on Bradford's first set of 6 right at the start of the second half, and the 40 out from the Doncaster try line on the last tackle. They do have the wind behind them in this second half as Samet puts boot to ball, targets Josh Guzdeck, who is also on career appearance number 200 this afternoon. The former Sheffield Dewsbury Hulkingston Rovers fullback has been very alert at the back, thwarting all those Bradford attacks. So just the Luke Briscoe try, the difference between the two sides here this afternoon, as we now see Luke Briscoe carry the ball in to 2 big forwards. Franklin Pellet, an absolute beast, as we see Brett Ferris now just drop the shoulder, can't go past Apo, can't go past Suter, making the 3rd Bradford defender there, and Doncaster on tackle number 4. Out of dummy half from McConnell. Now it's going to go down the middle here once again with Sui Matage, 36 years of age, the former New Zealand Warriors man. He'll play the ball on what is the last tackle for the Dons. Watson Boas puts boot to ball, and Watson Boas will target George Tafua, and Tafua's done well there. Good kick chase pressure there from Lynn and Briscoe. Bradford turned around on tackle 1, tackle 2 here with Holmes. We've had 2 minutes gone right at the start of this second half. It's still Doncaster 4, Bradford no score here at the Eco Power Arena. As we see Doncaster now driving Max Lehman back 5 metres out from his own try line, and he's going to get up a little bit gingerly, Max Lehman, and he's been awarded a penalty here, Max Lehman, from the touch judge on the far stand side, Nick Bennett, who now comes in and wants a word with Matty Lynn. Was there a little bit of pressure applied to the neck, because that's where he's gone down? Bradford awarded the first penalty of the second half. It was certainly a very spirited defensive effort from Doncaster, but unfortunately for Richard Horn's side, it was illegal. And now Paulie, Reece Lynn just having a word with the young Yarm, former Newcastle Thunder Academy player, Matty Lynn, in what I do believe is his 26th championship outing, or certainly his 26th appointment this season. So penalty awarded, 5 away from the Bradford line for that dangerous looking tackle on the neck of Max Lehman. Samet boot to ball, Bradford 10 shy of halfway. So 3 penalties apiece here, with the boos and jeers from the home supporters reverberating around this impressive arena. Brian Noble, Eamon O'Carroll just below our commentary position in this second half, and Noble's up on his feet, wanting more energy and wanting more effort, and Pelé certainly brings that, but Paulie has his name and his number, and he's dumped on his backside, 10 shy of halfway. Suter now to Apo, big workhorse, the PNG Hunters man. He'll play the ball, 5 inside the Doncaster half. Lilly goes on a bit of a run around, finds Davis. Davis, though, keeps hold of possession. He was looking to give the ball to Suter, who was in support. And now it's going to be Jared Samet who kicks on tackle number 4, with Fulton, Ockimbo and Samet chasing this one. And Jared Samet is kicked into space. He's turned Beretta Ferrimo in the in-goal area, forced the ball dead. And Bradford, at long last, sticking to the game plan you feel here, and building pressure, building momentum. That is now the 16th goal line dropout that Bradford have forced in their last 8 games. So they're averaging 2 a game. Doncaster under a bit of pressure at the start of this second half have thrown the ball away. Referees urging Doncaster to get the goal line dropout underway, which they finally do with a boot of Connor Robinson. Bounce of the ball is kind for Harvey Makin, takes it on halfway. Puts a big don't argue there in on Louis McConnell and Brad Hay. And all of a sudden Bradford now on tackle 1, the 30 away from that Doncaster try line as Lilly now gives the ball towards Pele. 2 tries last weekend against Featherstone as we now see Samet miss out Fulton, finds Lilly. Myers wrapped up there by Farrimore. Ockenbaugh comes in and stops the Bradford youngster being dragged into touch there by Brad Hay and Beretta Farrimore. Now it's going to be in centre field with Samet. Samet's ball knocked on there by John Davis, and I'm not quite sure what Bradford were trying to do there, if truth be told. And not for the first time, Bradford get the penalty, build pressure, build momentum, force the goal line dropout early in the tackle count, right in front of the Doncaster post, 20 metres out, they come up with the error. 7th of the game, the first of this second half, and that has just seen that pressure evaporate into the South Yorkshire sky. Well, the sun is trying to make an appearance here behind the clouds, so it's just all of a sudden got a little less gloomy and a little bit more brighter, but it is West Yorkshire Radio Bulls TV. So Bradford, after a strong response after half-time, it's still Doncaster 4, Bradford 0, as we now see Pele and Makin come and bring down Baxter, who's rolled over on his back. Baxter gets to his feet, he'll play the ball. Penalty awarded to Doncaster, Bradford offside inside the 10. And referee Marilyn pointing at Mitch Souter and Zach Fulton, saying that he had warned Bradford about encroaching, so now Bradford have put themselves under a little bit of pressure with a bit of indiscipline. It's still Doncaster 4, Bradford 0, and because Doncaster have the wind against them, Connor Robinson will just tap it on halfway. So that's clever thinking there from the former York man. And now Bradford have conceded a set restart with Alex Sutcliffe being held in the tackle. So tackle count resets, and they're on tackle 1 and another set restart. So 2 quick set restarts conceded, and the penalty sees Watson Bowis heading towards the post. He's got to go past Souter, but he can't. Souter wraps him up. I do believe this is tackle 1, so they've got a full set on the Bradford line now, and Doncaster looking to open the scoring early in this second half and double their lead. 4-0 is the score currently, as Robinson now gives the ball to Guzdeck. He's wrapped up there by Myers and Samet. Tackle 3, there's 2 left as Beretta Farrimore tries to pinch one out of dummy half, twisting, turning. Ockenbaugh and Fulton come in and watch that ball carrying arm, and it's 2 metres away from the Bradford line. Guzdeck's in there at dummy half. It's going to go to Robinson. Robinson to McConnell, to Bowis. Bowis now to Lynn. Lynn runs lateral, looks to open the Bulls up, can't offload the ball. Myers comes in with Samet and he's rolled over on his back. 10 away now on the last tackle as Robinson puts the inside ball to Guzdeck, and Guzdeck, can he get the ball down? The ball's down on the ground. Referee says held up. Try saving tackle, Harvey Makin, and I think it's John Davis as well. So Makin and Davis, they've stopped the ball being grounded on the power play. Scoreboard still says Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. Very difficult to see from here whether the ball was on the ground. Referee Manny Lane perfectly placed. There was a huge gasp and a bit of hesitation, but Bradford, they've just come up with another error early on the tackle count as Tafua knocks it on under no pressure underneath his own post. Error number 8 of the season. Error number 8 of the game this afternoon, and all of a sudden this game just starts to have a little bit of a familiar feel to it. Well, Franklin Pellet leaves the field alongside Mitch Souter. And now Doncaster, another set of 6 on this Bradford try line as McConnell takes the ball out of the base of the scrum. They look to scoring at the corner with Reece Lynn, but he's rolled over 2 metres away. Tafua making amends for that error just seconds earlier as Paulie goes down the middle on a big, powerful, strong running charge, and he's a metre out underneath the post with Ott and Holmes hanging on for dear life as we now see Watson Boas float the ball towards Connor Robinson. Robinson past Ott, past Davis. Connor Robinson in a dinner jacket keeps the ball going. No, he don't. Davis comes in, and John Davis puts in a huge defensive play there because Bradford had just conceded their third set restart, so the tackle count had gone down again. Well, it's strange, really, because Bradford have only conceded one set restart in their last 3 games, and they've conceded 3 this afternoon. But John Davis putting in a real telling tackle just as Connor Robinson was looking to glide his way on an angled run, opening Bradford up down the middle and then somehow managing to evade the clutches. But John Davis, a lot of experience at this level, played for 8 seasons at Featherstone, comes up with a big game play. So Bradford now looking to complete a set of 6 here without coming up with any errors. Myers is in possession, tackle 2. They're inside their own 30-metre line. They're now outside it with Fulton, who is wrapped up there by Paulie and Louis McConnell. Tyron Ott's in there at dummy half. Lilly along the line towards Apo on that left-hand side, and Apo is 5 metres shy of halfway, and that'll be tackle number 4 for the Bulls. 1 remaining on this set. It's still Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. We've had 10 minutes gone of this second half as Samet now gives the ball to Holmes. Holmes has knocked the ball on, and that's another error from the Bradford Bulls. We just saw a little bit of expansive play, a bit of second phase coming into Bradford's attacking array there, but unfortunately Samet's ball towards Holmes has seen Ton Holmes come up with what is now error number 9. And Eamon O'Carroll, who is sat to the left and below our lofty position here on the gantry, just put his head in his hands. Well, another big defensive display needed by the Bradford Bulls here. We've now seen Bradford come up with error number 9 of the afternoon, and this is almost heading into Featherstone Rovers territory. Still, the game is winnable. It is Doncaster 4, Bradford 0, although Beretta Ferimo wins a penalty because Tyron Ott is going to be sent to the sin bin. So Matty Lynn will send Tyron Ott to the sin bin. It goes from bad to worse for the Bradford Bulls, and referee Matty Lynn is just saying that there's been set restarts, 3 in quick succession, 2 penalties, that's 5. It is persistent offending. Tyron Ott looks incredibly frustrated with that decision. You've got to say it's absolutely spot on. Bradford have been ill-disciplined at the start of this second half, but I just think with Tyron Ott just coming on the field, he's the unlucky person who was just held on in the tackle, and now Doncaster against the 12 men of Bradford looking to ramp home their advantage. McConnell dummy half to Boas, along the line to Lynn. Lynn is wrapped up there by Apo. Great defence there. Also going for the legs was Max Lehman. Doncaster, though, the 10 away from the Bradford try line as Watson Boas gives it to Lewis Baxter, and the Lee Leopards youngster is rolled over by Davis and Makin. 8 metres out underneath the Bulls' post. It's still Doncaster 4, Bradford 0 as Connor Robinson has the pass knocked out of his hands there by Myers, but he's recovered possession, so the tackle count will restart here, and they're right on top of the Bradford try line, Doncaster, with a fresh set of 6, and you almost suspect this could be potentially game-breaking territory if Doncaster can score here. Points certainly at a premium, very tight this afternoon, and they're underneath the Bradford post here with Brad Knowles, gets a quick play of the ball in. Ball goes wide here to Watson Boas. He's wrapped up in a 3-man tackle, still 5 metres away. There's a lot of effort and a lot of appreciation to marvel at this Bradford Bulls defence, but it's just the nature that they've put themselves under it. As we see Robinson now linked with Guztek. Ockingballs touch the ball in flight. Myers is away. Scrum head and feet to Doncaster. A 4th set of 6 coming up here now that Bradford will have to defend. Normally, you don't really like to call those errors, but Ockenbaugh went for the interception and he knocked it on, so Bradford up to double digits now. 10 errors in this game thus far. 53 minutes gone, 27 for Bradford to try and rescue something here and try and build something for those tough games ahead. Bradford still have that away trip to South Yorkshire in a fortnight's time against the Sheffield Eagles. So scrum, head and feed to Doncaster. 15 away from the Bradford try line as Watson Bowies moves the ball towards Guzdeck. Guzdeck goes past Lehman, but he's wrapped up there by Appo, but it's an illegal tackle, says the referee Marilyn, who will stop the clock. He's saying John Davis has just gone high there, and Doncaster and Richard Horn, they've got a big decision to make here. This is now going to be a 5th consecutive set of 6 that Doncaster have had. All of a sudden the penalty count is 7-3. Referee Marilyn just offering some tackling advice to John Davis, saying, John, you've just gone above the shoulder into the Vera Lynn, the Doncaster player's chin. Here we go then, Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. Doncaster, can they make this spell of pressure and possession count on the scoreboard? Because you can almost sense their frustrations at not being able to break down this Bradford Bulls defensive line, as they very nearly do with Bradley Knowles, who's wrapped up 5 away. Quick play the ball. McConnell underneath the post, tries to pinch one out of dummy half. He's over the line, but he's clearly held up there. Good, suffocating, scrambling, alert Bradford defence. Appo involved in that, making Doro, and there's been a clash of heads between Makin and Doro, and the referee will stop the clock. Fulton's also coming. There was 5 Bradford defenders there, so when you talk about that effort, and certainly Bradford not waving that white flag, that is what Eamon O'Carroll will be pleased with, but unfortunately he doesn't want to be praising that effort and energy in defence. He wants to see some attack and some chances at the other end of the field. But the game has been paused. There was a clash of heads between Makin and Doro, and it's Aribi Doro in the Bradford Bulls in goal area, who is just being patched up by the Bradford Bulls physio staff. So it remains Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. A real tight affair here in South Yorkshire this afternoon. Don't forget, next weekend, Friday night, Barricade Odsal, 7:30. We're on air for Bradford against Dewsbury. And then next Sunday, we will be covering Doncaster here again as they take on Halifax Panthers. So Aribi Doro is patched up, he's had the claret cleaned, and we're good to go. Ferris, dummy half to Boas. Boas to Paulie, wrapped up there by Davis. Messi play the ball, officials say play on, and Doncaster try to pinch Bradford not being alert, and it's Lewis Baxter who's gone a metre out from scoring, and all of a sudden Richard Horn's side are on the 5th and last tackle. It's a sloppy, scrappy play the ball. Davis has come in and he's touched the ball, and now it's back to 6. He didn't need to do that, John Davis. You can hear the moans and groans from Brian Noble and Eamon O'Carroll, and now Bradford have got to defend a 6th consecutive set of 6 here. The game really on the line here, you feel, because we've got 56 minutes gone. We're fast approaching the hour. Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. Watson Bowers, ball goes out wide towards Briscoe, steps back in, didn't quite fancy showing Tafua the outside. He's wrapped up there by Lily Tafua and Appo. Once again, a very sloppy, scrappy play the ball as Doncaster look to refocus, and it will be Boas towards Knowles. Knowles 5 metres out from the line. Bounce the ball off the floor. Picked up in the right arm by Robinson. Robinson's just kicked ahead into Appo. And is that the game-breaking moment that swings that pendulum Bradford's way? After 6 consecutive defensive sets of 6. Listen to the noise from the Bradford supporters. You can hear them. There's a bit of sarcasm in the chant, but the chanting, we've got the ball. And now Bradford, they must keep hold of possession. Ockenbaugh has it. He'll carry Bradford 20 out from their own line. There's 2 tackles left here. Lily to Fulton. Fulton's done well, offloads the ball to Makin, now to Doro. Doro to Davis. Davis has come up with the error. Referee says it's gone backwards. Oh, Bradford have got away with one there, you might feel. They're on tackle number 4 here. Ball goes out wide on this main stand side to Myers. Myers puts the fending on Sutcliffe and Farimo, and he'll make 10 valuable metres for Bradford. Well, Eamon O'Carroll's seen enough. He's going down to the touchline, and Bradford on the last tackle on halfway as Jordan Lilly kicks the ball out on the full, and Eamon O'Carroll absolutely venting his frustration there. He's pointing the finger at Tom Holmes to try get the message to the side. There's a lot of energy, a lot of direction from Eamon O'Carroll on the touchline now. Well, Lilly has just kicked the ball out on the full. It's caught the wind, and we've just 60 seconds or so away from the hour mark. Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. You almost feel next score's going to win this one this afternoon. What can Doncaster do on this latest spell of possession? Guzdeck tackle 1. Loverdua out of dummy half, who's just come back out there on the field, the former Hull FC man. Spent 3 seasons on Humberside, did Joe Loverdua, the Fijian international. So Doncaster, the 30 metres out from the Bradford line with 2 tackles left. Loverdua to Ferris. Ferris offloads the ball behind to Guzdeck. It's play on. Bradford is standing off tackles a little bit here, allowing Doncaster to direct the pace and possession. And they might be going in here, but Okimbo, it's come off a Doncaster hand. And the try, which has been scored here by Joe Loverdua, will not count, because they're going to say Jaden Okimbo, the tackle on, I believe it's Watson Bowers, who thought he was going towards the post. He's lost possession. Joe Loverdua picked it up and touched down. There was a moment's hesitation there. Did Okimbo punch it out? But the officials will say it is error number 9 of the afternoon for Richard Horne's side. Well, we've just hit the hour mark here at the Eco Power Arena. 20 minutes to go, and it is still Doncaster 4, Bradford 0, as George Tafua breaks clear from the scrum. He's still going, George Tafua. Tafua's taking everybody on, and he's going to take the tackle 20 metres out from the Doncaster line. Holmes out of dummy half. There's a lot of space for Bradford to work in. Holmes is 10 metres out tackle too. All of a sudden the Bulls have gone 80 metres. They're given the set restart. They're still down to 12 men with Tyrone Odd in the sin bin. Tackle 2 now with John Davis underneath the Doncaster post. Makins it at dummy half to Lilly, to Apo. Apo powering his way towards the corner. Can't get past Briscoe. Can't get past Lynn. Tafua. Dummy half to Lilly. Lilly lays it off to Makin, and Makin's run is halted there by Ferris. They're 5 metres out now from that line at the Bradford Bulls. The referee, Matty Lynn's going to stop the clock here. Something's happened in the ruck area, and I think it is the Doncaster physio who's come on the field, because a Doncaster player has been cut open and there's claret coming from the forehead. I think it's Reece Lynn over on the far stand side. You can hear the boos and jeers from the Bradford supporters, but let's be perfectly fair here. You've got a player with a busted open face. It's only right that the officials stop and pause the game. Bradford will have 2 more tackles 5 metres out from that Doncaster line. Reece Lynn's having the magic bandage put to his forehead, and the former Hull FC Wakefield man. 7 tries for Doncaster this year, the 31-year-old. Still needs more medical work. Well, the Doncaster physio man is being told by the referee to hurry things on here. So it's Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. We've just hit the hour mark. Can Bradford get their first points of the afternoon? So that stoppage will benefit Doncaster. But here come Bradford now with Lilly. To Samet. To Holmes. To Myers. Myers heading towards touch, but he's just stayed in the field of play. 5 away from the line. 2 metres in from touch. Ockenbaugh in at dummy half. Centre field now with Samet. Samet to Doro. Doro dancing with possession. Wrapped up there by Paulie. Lynn. McConnell and Bradford on that last tackle now. It goes to Samet. Crossfield kick. Looking for Ockenbaugh. Ockenbaugh back. Fulton. Samet's touched it down, but it's gone forward off Fulton. Try disallowed. Well, both sides are certainly going close to troubling the scoreboard operator this afternoon. It was a good kick from Samet. He found the 6 foot 5 inches of Ockenbaugh. He was looking to palm it back towards Myers. In the end, it touched the arm and it flicked forward by Fulton. Samet, who was chasing the kick, put downward pressure on the in-goal area, but it was clear as day that Bradford on the last tackle there had come up with the error. Scoreboard remains Doncaster 4, Bradford 0. Next score, we're calling it here on West Yorkshire Radio with 17 and a half minutes to go. Next score's going to win this one. A rare Sunday afternoon where points are absolutely at a premium. There's not been many 4-0 games in the Championship in recent memory. Just Luke Briscoe's try the difference, and here come Doncaster now with Paulie. They're 20 metres inside the Bradford half of the field, 30 away on the last tackle, to the right of centre field. They go short side with Robinson, who plays the ball off Tyranot, who's just come on the field, but he didn't know nothing about it. Bradford will have possession, and they will have a relieving set of 6, 25 shy of halfway. Well, Doncaster made one change going into this game. Sui Matagi in for the injured AJ Wallace. Eamon O'Carroll naming the first side, naming the same team for the first time this season. He's made 89 changes so far in all games in 2024. So rare luxury. Michael Lawrence is back out here on the field for the final 16 minutes. His leadership, his experience, his calmness to proceedings could be crucial. Bradford know a converted try, takes them in front, and that could be just enough this afternoon in the difficult swirling wind here at the Eco Power Stadium as George Tafua plays the ball. 5 inside the Doncaster half. Now it's Lilly to Doro. Doro finds the support of Makin on the inside and he's rolled over in a free-man tackle. Bradford 30 away from the Doncaster line, centre field. Tyranot appealing for a penalty, none forthcoming. Ball goes on short side to Lilly. Lilly now to Doro and Doro's breaking clear. Doro finds Lilly on the outside and Lilly's over. Jordan Lilly's got the ball down. Matty Link points the finger. It's a crucial try for the Bradford Bulls. Jordan Lilly, he supported the Aribi Doro break. Bradford 30 metres out. They had no right to score that one, but it was the energy, the effort, the physical presence that Aribi Doro brings. And Jordan Lilly, the right place, right time. In support on the outside, try number 5 of the season for Jordan Lilly, and all of a sudden we're locked up. It's Doncaster 4, Bradford 4. We're in the 66th minute here at the Eco Power Arena, and Jordan Lilly has a crucial conversion attempt from 5 metres out to the left-hand side of the post. We won't mention the water splash final of 67, but certainly Jordan Lilly, after last week's goal kicking, missing in a similar position. We don't want to put the mockers on Jordan Lilly this afternoon, but Bradford have scored their first points of the afternoon at a crucial time, and it was all down to that man, Aribi Doro, with the line break, who disbusted through some tired, fatigued Doncaster defence. And if Bradford are to return to winning ways with a very, very narrow win, it is small moments of magic like that that could decide this game. The 600 or so Bull supporters behind the posts, they will absolutely go bananas if Jordan Lilly can convert this one. He's 2 from 4 last week, 103 from 132. His kicking percentage has just gone under 80%. Is at 77%. We're in the 66th minute. 14 minutes to go. Jordan Lilly to take the Bulls into the lead for the first time this afternoon, and just listen to the cheers. Raucous cheers will tell you that Jordan Lilly's try and Jordan Lilly's conversion have nudged the Bulls in front. It's a narrow, tight affair here. West Yorkshire meets South Yorkshire. Doncaster 4, Bradford 6. West Yorkshire Radio, Bulls TV. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to say the famous words. We're going the distance and then some this afternoon on West Yorkshire Radio. Connor Robinson with the restart. Very nearly resulting in Jared Samet making a mess of it, but he did manage to trap the ball with his foot, and that allowed Lawrence to pick it up from the in-goal area. And Michael Lawrence on tackle 1 on the restart makes 15 valuable metres. Here goes Jaden Ockimbaugh. Tackle 2. We have 14 minutes left on the clock. Doncaster 4, Bradford 6. Will Bradford score a more important try all season? And now Brett Ferris has gone in late on Tyranot. Tyranot didn't even have the ball. And Brett Ferris, well, that is just going to piggyback Bradford up the field now. And is this a moment in this game where, after defending 6 consecutive sets of 6, that energy, that effort, which Eamon O'Carroll will rightly praise, we did say it felt at the time like a game-breaking moment. So penalty count 7-4 against Bradford. But crucially, the ball's come loose here, and Bradford get another penalty on tackle 1 because Connor Robinson's stolen it under the nose of the touch judge on the far stand side. He's protesting his innocence, but now Matty Lane will take the penalty count to 7-5. Once again, Maltese international Jared Samet will just take Bradford down the tram lines, down the touch line, and the 20 out now from that Doncaster line. It's Doncaster 4, Bradford 6, West Yorkshire Radio. Also syndicated coverage for those watching this one back on Bulls TV. Well, a try here to Bradford really would swing that pendulum in favour of the men from Odsal. Lawrence tackle 1. Here goes Samet into the attacking line, draws in Ferris and gives the ball now to Doro. Doro's brought down tackle 2. So this is straight after Jordan Lilly's try. Can they go back to back, the Bulls here? Tom Holmes is over the line, but he's pushed back in the field of play. Last grass defence from Guzdeck and Hay. The former Castleford man there playing the ball. Tom Holmes. Fulton, dummy half, gives the ball centre field to Lilly. Lilly now to Lawrence. And look at Michael Lawrence, is just coasting and gliding effortlessly like a Dalek towards the post here. He's 2 metres out, Michael Lawrence. Bradford lead by 2. Samet into the in-goal area, recovers. It's Kevin Apple, and Kevin Apple's touchdown. Is he onside? Matty Lynn points the finger, says yes. Bradford go back to back. 10 crucial points in 4 minutes, and that, you feel, is the game. And what a moment from Kevin Apple, fresh after signing a 2-year contract extension with the club. He was a try scorer against Doncaster in that round 12 win back in June. And listen to the noise from the travelling hordes that have come down the M1 this afternoon. Kevin Apple with potentially the game-breaking moment, the game-breaking play. It was clever, instinctive kicking there along the floor from Samet. Lynn, Briscoe, Guzdeck out of position. And like a thief in the night, Kevin Apple, he just come between them all, recovered the possession and touched down inches shy of that dead ball line. Well, Bradford have just turned this game on its head, and you can't help but think that is largely down to the reintroduction of Michael Lawrence, who clearly, after a couple of frustrating efforts in attack by Eamon O'Carroll's side has got the players refocused and re-energised. Big kick this from Jordan Lilly. It's 10 to the left-hand side of the post. He converted his own score moments ago. Kick predictor still saying 84% though. This will take Bradford out to a 2-score lead. And we've got 10 minutes left on the clock. So Jordan Lilly, 10 metres out to the left-hand side of the post. 2 from 2 for Jordan Lilly. 2 tries in 2 minutes for the Bradford Bulls. Doncaster 4, Bradford Bulls 12 here at the Eco Power Arena. And we're inside the final 10 minutes, 9 to go. 9 minutes for Bradford to hold on for a very, very valuable win this afternoon. It's Appo and Lilly, 2 tries in 2 minutes. Connor Robinson's gone short here. He's targeted Doro. Briscoe's knocked the ball on. Bradford recover possession here with Lehman. And now Lehman's in the dinner, Janik, and he's heading towards Paulie. And referee Manny Lynn has just given a set restart here because I think Paulie has flopped on Max Lehman. So 3 set restarts apiece. Logan Bayliss back out on for the field for his second appearance this afternoon, and he carries Bradford up to halfway. Well, Aribi Doro's down in back play after winning that set restart, and it looks to be in a bit of pain, the right ankle. But Bradford now surging forward, the 20 out from the Doncaster line with Michael Lawrence, and with 2 tackles to go. Well, are the floodgates about to open? This would be incredibly cruel and some might say unfair on Doncaster, but Bradford at long last exposing their ruthless streak. They're up by 8. Ott out of dummy half, takes on Ferris, takes on Hay, takes on McConnell, and he's underneath the Doncaster post on what is the 5th and last tackle. So Holmes out of dummy half, pinches one, and Tom Holmes, he will dance in delight in the in-goal area. The 600 Bradford supporters go absolutely barmy. It is now 16 points in 5 minutes. 16 crucial points in 5 minutes. That has turned this game on its head. And you've got to say, Bradford, they've injected some tiredness, some fatigue into this Doncaster defensive effort. And whatever happens, you might say it's cruel, but Brett Ferris, he went high, he conceded the penalty. That piggybacked Bradford up the field for the Kevin Appo score. And we've just seen Paulie concede the set restart for laying on in the tackle. And now Bradford have this game home and hosed, and it's Tom Holmes that will cement a very famous victory for Bradford. There's been a lot of effort in defence. That has been the linchpin, that has been the catalyst this afternoon. 4-0 it was right up until the 65th minute. Bradford had to keep the defensive line intact and restrict Doncaster. So we've got Jordan Lilly attempting conversion number 3 right underneath the post, and when you watch that one back, last tackle play, Samet and Lilly either side of the ruck. Doncaster, a moment's lapse in concentration. Tom Holmes realised they were expecting the kick. They just stepped off their line, and from 2 metres out, Tom Holmes just dives over past Guzdeck and puts the ball down at the right hand side of the post. Great instinctive play, great awareness from Tom Holmes. And now Jordan Lilly, the kick predictor, is at 98%. It's right in front of the Bradford Bulls supporters here. Jordan Lilly, 3 from 3 this afternoon. It's 3 tries in 6 minutes by the Bulls, and it's Doncaster 4, Bradford Bulls 18 here at the Eco Power Arena. We've got 6.5 minutes to go here. 6.5 minutes to go, say the officials. Doncaster 4, Bradford Bulls 18. Well, a moment earlier we said we were going to go the distance. Well, Connor Robinson has kicked the ball out, he's gone short, and it's gone out on the full to ironic cheers from the Bulls, and I think Doncaster now have just self-imploded here. There's been a heck of an effort, a hell of an effort from Richard Hornside. But unfortunately, there's just been too many errors in those small areas. So all of a sudden the penalty count starting to even itself up here this afternoon, and not for the first time. Connor Robinson's done it twice in the game. Jordan Lilly and Samet decide we will just tap the ball on halfway and have a full set in the Doncaster half. Bayliss tackle 1, hot dummy half, short left-hand side to Lawrence, tackle 2, Lawrence brought down by Lynn and McConnell. The 30 out from that Doncaster try line. Well, Bradford about to go 4 tries in 8 minutes, because that really would be some heck of a pendulum swing, and that will give Bradford some much needed momentum going into that game on Friday evening. Well, Paulie has gone late on Bayliss here. He just went in with a shoulder. The officials say it's okay though. Bayliss will just roll around on the floor and he'll get to his feet. He looks at the official and says, "Are you sir?" Lilly now, once again to Lawrence. Real calmness to Lawrence when he comes on the field. They're on that last tackle at Bradford, and we've got 5 minutes to go on the clock here. In front of the post, Bradford calling for the 1 point as Lilly gives it to Pele. Pele hasn't been brought down. Pele 2 metres out. Now he has. Last scrap defence there from Suit Matagi and Joe Lovadua. Luke Briscoe was also the 3rd Doncaster defender involved in there. And at long last, Doncaster have possession. Doncaster 4, Bradford 18. Bradford will move potentially up to 3rd this evening, depending on results elsewhere. And I know we mentioned this at 2:45 when we first come on air this afternoon, but with Bradford ahead of Toulouse next weekend, who host Sheffield, Bradford could actually be 2nd by this time next week, and the round 22 fixtures start. Here goes Beretta Ferrimo, finds the support on the inside of Watson Boas. There's 4 minutes now left on the clock, and Boas has lost the ball under a tackle and challenge under Tyron Ott, and that's the 0 tackle. And now Zach Fulton is in possession for Bradford, 30 away from the Doncaster line. And Doncaster now up to error number 11 of the afternoon. Crucially for Eamon O'Carroll and the Bulls, Bradford are still at 10, and they've only made 3 errors in this second half, so a very high completion rate. Samet towards Pele. Pele lassoed there by Paulie. There's a big physical presence when them two come on the field. Here goes Lilly gliding across the face of the post. Now to Holmes. Holmes tries to step past Hay and Sutcliffe, which he does. He straightens up now and he's brought down 10 away in front of the post. And referee Manny Lane has seen something here. He'll stop the clock, and there's a Doncaster player down who will now require medical treatment. So we've got 3 minutes left on the clock here at the Eco Power Arena, and it is Brad Hay, the former Batley and York man, who was clashed heads with Tom Holmes, I do believe, in that tackle. Bradford will have 2 tackles remaining. They have possession, 10 metres out in front of the Doncaster post. And now Brad Hay will have to leave the field with a head injury assessment. So Josh Guzdeck, who only moments ago left the field, he'll have to take the training bib off and he'll go back on the field for the final 3 minutes. So Brad Hay leaving the field with claret running from the forehead. The physio just applying a cotton pressure pad there to stem the flow of the claret. And it will be Tom Holmes playing the ball 10 metres out from the Bradford try line. Well, we're going to say it now. Man of the match contention this afternoon, Kevin Appo. Also going to put Michael Lawrence in there for his contribution when on the field. And certainly some of those players who probably don't get the recognition. John Davis also in there for man of the match contention for his defensive efforts. And here's Jordan Lilly now along the line to Holmes. Holmes, tackle 4. Referee says last tackle now, and they are 2 metres or so away from the line. Bradford supporters. Well, Tom Holmes has gone down now, but he'll get to his feet and he'll play the ball. Last tackle, Tyron Ott kicks into the in-goal area. Doncaster recover possession with Watson Boas, and he is brought down at 5 away from the try line. So I think those are fair reflections of the men of the match this afternoon. Kevin Appo, Michael Lawrence, John Davis, and Franklin Pelly. So Doncaster now just playing down time. They will look to go again here. A massive game for them next weekend against Halifax. I think the playoffs might just be beyond Richard Horne's side after this latest setback and defeat, but they should have enough points and collateral in the bag to ensure their league safety. Watson Boas on the last, kick straight down the throat of Holmes. Holmes now floats it towards Lilly. Now to Tafua. Riesling wraps up the former Manly Sea Eagle. 11 seasons at Brookvale Oval for George Tafua. And here's another former NRL winger, Jaden Ockingmore, on tackle 2. 90 seconds left on the clock, as always is the case. Please head to the SoundCloud page for post-match reaction and interview from Eamon O'Carroll and the players. Tafua's playing the ball just on halfway here. Bull supporters appealing for a penalty. None forthcoming. Lawrence, another strong drive. Another calm carry from the former Huddersfield man. Oh, as Paulie bounces into the chest and torso of Franklin Pelly, and Pelly comes off second best. Lilly, measured kick towards the corner, past Briscoe, past Guzdeck. Game management in abundance there. It's not always been that case this afternoon. It's only in the final 20 minutes or so everything has clicked and come into gear, but this will be a crucial win for the Bradford Bulls. It'll put pressure firmly on Sylvan Houlis Toulouse and Keith Senior and the Sheffield Eagles, with Mark Aston still suspended pending the RFL investigation. So this will be Doncaster's final set of 6 here, and it's former Bradford man Brett Ferris who's gone straight into Franklin Pelly, Lawrence and Kevin Appo. Real workhorse. Hooter sounds, final play of the game. What can Doncaster do? There might be a late break here from Beretta Furimo. He's offloaded the ball behind everyone. Furimo kicks it to Holmes. Holmes is just going to take the tackle. Craig Hall wraps him up with Luke Briscoe, and that is full time here at the Eco Power Arena. Bradford respond to their setback last week in emphatic fashion in the second half. It was 3 tries in